Hi, in this video I'll be showing you this. It's the Bosch WGG2449RGB washing machine. What I want to do today is to show you around the washer, some of the features and benefits that it offers. First thing I normally try to do is just to show you the measurements of the machine, because what you want to do is just make sure it will fit in before you purchase it. So the width of it, you are looking at 60 centimeters or around 23.5 inches. The height of it, so 84.5 centimeters or just under 33.5 inches. And then the depth of it, so front to back, this will be the installed depth, including some of the pipe work at the back. Really you look into the corner here at 23 inches or around 58.5 centimeters, or if you wanted to include the door as well, then really you're looking at 65 centimeters or around 25.5 inches. This is part of Bosch's Serie 6 range of washing machines, so toward the top end of Bosch's range of washers, and this particular model has a 9 kilogram load with a maximum spin speed of up to 1400 RPM. As you can see, this model is actually in the graphite grey colour. I must admit, this has actually gone down really well with customers. It is also available in white, but if you're after either of those two, then I have provided a couple of links below. To get the machine turned on, all you need to do is just turn the dial to any of the programs, and you'll see you've got a really nice clear white LED display here. Now this is absolutely fantastic, and again this goes down really well with customers because it's very easy to read, having the white on the black background. You will see here you've got the time remaining of each program, so it doesn't matter which program you select, it will change for each one. And also you will find this is an initial time. So for example, if I was to put a full load in here, then it will take around 3.5 hours to do the cotton wash. What you will find is that with these machines they will take in the amount of water according to the wash load, and also they will adjust the wash time as well. So even if you put for example half a load in, it won't necessarily take the full 3.5 hours duration, because some people get a little bit scared of these times, thinking that they're going to be washing all day. I know washing takes up quite a lot of people's time, especially if you've got a large family. If you have got a large family, then something like this could be ideal because of the 9 kilogram wash load. So all I want to do is just cover some of the programs that are on offer, because some of them are actually really quite interesting. So this is the first one, the cotton program, and with this, so as far as the temperature selection, you can go all the way up to 90 degrees, and then it goes down 60, 40, 30, 20, and then cold wash. So with that one, that will just wash in the temperature of the water that's arriving into the machine. Also, you've got the spin speed selector, so you can vary it 1200, 800, 600, 400, and then you've got a no spin option as well. But most of the time, to extract as much water as you can, really you want to be looking at the 1400 RPM. So if you were to wash a full 9 kilogram load on this program, then it will consume around 98 litres of water. If you want to try and save on the water, then I'd recommend looking at this next program, Eco 40-60. Essentially with this one, the main difference is you can't change the temperature on this as you can with the cotton program. This will wash at 40 degrees, but Eco 40-60 is designed for clothes that are to be washed between 40 and 60 degrees. But what it will do is it will actually extend the wash time, and it will soak the clothes for longer. So in theory the washing performance should be better too. As you can see, it can go up to 3.75 hours, so it's quite a long program. But the main advantage is that if you were to wash a full load, same temperature as the cotton, so if we were to wash it, it will still be washed at 40 degrees, then it will only consume around 75 litres of water on this program. So 75 litres as against 98. So a huge difference. And you imagine if you were doing several loads a day, I know you're not going to get much chance to do more than say 2 or 3 loads if you are using this every program. But as far as energy saving, that is a really good option. Next program, this is the Easy Care. And with this one, again, you can wash, say, 40 degree program. With this one, slightly quicker program, but on this you can only wash maximum of 4 kilograms. You will find that some of the temperatures are limited on these programs, and also if you come around things like delicate silk and especially the woolen program, that the things like the temperature is limited, and also the spin speed is limited too. Because what you don't want to do is to put your woolens in on a 1400, because they won't quite look the same as when they went in. Then you've got other programs, things like the mix load, the rinse, and then the spin and drain. Always popular options, the spin and the spin and rinse. Not all programs have it, but it's nice to have it as an option. Next program is the drum clean. This is always a popular option with customers, because what they're trying to do is to keep the machine nice and clean inside and keep it well maintained. If you keep it well maintained, then the performance of the wash will be better over a longer time, and also things like reliability can be better as well. So with this, it's just a 1 hour 10 wash. Don't put any clothes in, so just as it is, and it will do the wash for you. You will see that first of all, when you select the program, it will bring up the load size to put in as well. So it's got 4 kilograms on here, which is always useful. It's a good indicator. It saves you having to refer to the instructions each time. What will happen is if you put, say, a full load in here, so this is the dark wash or jeans. If I was to put a full load in here, then it won't take 1 hour and 16 minutes. It will take longer than that. And then it can be quite frustrating, because if you thought it was going to be 1 hour and 16, and if it's taking 2.5 hours, then it can be a little bit annoying. But this is quite a popular program, so the jeans or dark wash. Super quick, 15 and 30. This is a very, very quick wash. So it's, as it says, 30 minutes to do a 4 kilogram load. And if we press the speed perfect button, you can reduce it down to 15 minutes, but for a 2 kilogram load. That's really, essentially, it's like a refresh program. So if you've had something in the cupboard for a while, and if you just need to give it a quick wash to get it back up to scratch, or if one of the kids has decided that they need the PE kit that morning and it hasn't been washed from the day before, then the 15-minute wash is a really good option, and I have used that for myself. So it was a little lifesaver, that was. As you go around to the sportswear program, with this one, slightly smaller load again, so it's only designed to wash up to 2 kilograms of clothing, but you will find things like football kits, rugby kits, not too heavy anyway. This is really designed for sports and leisure items made from synthetic fibres, microfiber or fleece. Next one on here is the duvet program. So this is where you can wash things like pillows or quilts with synthetic fibres or down fillings. Some of these are actually really good, because traditionally you could find that if you're washing and spinning one large item, then some washing machines can really struggle. So using the duvet option is a really good idea. Then the last one on here, this is the Hygiene Plus. If you've got people in the household with sensitive skin, and if you need a wash to wash at a higher temperature and to maintain that temperature for longer to kill things like bugs, then that could be a really good program to select. And this is really designed for washing hard-wearing items that are made from cotton, linen or blended fabrics. Just show you some of the options along the bottom here. First of all, the anti-stain. This is quite a good option actually. So if you've got kids in the house where they're always out and about, getting mucky from different things, then first of all, that is fantastic, rather than just sitting on an Xbox or PlayStation all day. But the anti-stain could be a really good one to get some of those stains out their clothes. So first of all, the first one on here, that's blood. So if you've got blood in your clothes, which hopefully is not from kids, but if you do have it in there, then it will extend the wash time quite a lot. So if I select, let's select the cotton program. So as standard, it's around 3.5 hours. Add the anti-stain of blood, take it up to 4 hours 57. But what it will do is it will wash in a certain way, and yes, it will take longer, but if it does get some stains out of your clothes, then that could be worth it. The next anti-stain option on here, that's grass. So again, if you've got dirty football kits or rugby kits that have got grass stains in it, then personally I'd recommend using that option. Next one on here is wine. Well, red wine, it says in the instructions. Hopefully that's not from your kids where they've spilt it. So if you're having a nice glass of red and you've accidentally spilt it down that really nice dress or shirt, then this could be the option to use. And then the next one, that's grease or oil. But you will notice it's only the first option that added extra time to the program. So if we select the blood, that takes up to 4 hours 57, but the other 3 options are just standard, so that's really good. Next 2 options, I've already pretty much covered those, the temperature and the spin speed. Reduced ironing, if you're not a big fan of iron, which I don't think many people are, then you can enable that, and what it will do is it will reduce the spin speed, but it's a lower agitation spin at the end as well. But I think for most people, I'd rather select the 1400, extract more water out from the clothes, and then work on taking the clothes out at the end of the wash rather than leaving them in there. Pre-wash, you've got that as an option, which personally I'm still surprised that manufacturers put pre-wash on. From the customers we talk to, not many use pre-wash at all. You tend to find the program duration is long enough as it is, rather than adding the pre-wash on as well. But if you need it, then Bosch have put it on this Serie 6 machine. Water and rinse plus, again, if you've got somebody in the household that suffers with allergies, and if you needed extra water or extra rinses to the machine or to the program, then this is a really good option. Finishing, so this is a time delay option. So first of all, it starts off in half-an-hour increments, and then it goes up in 1-hour increments all the way up to 24 hours. So if you needed the washing machine program to be delayed by 24 hours or up to 24 hours for whatever reason, it could be that you've just gone out, or you don't want the machine to be on when you're not there, or if you just wanted it to start in the middle of the night because you've got cheap electricity, then that's an option on this machine. And then press the button again, it goes back to the standard time of the program. Speed Perfect is a fantastic option. I know I touched on it earlier when I showed you the super quick 15 and 30, but with this, the Speed Perfect, this enables you to shorten the programs. Not all of them, so it's only certain programs that you can do. You can't shorten the Eco 40 to 60, but with this one, so that would take, just show you that again. So on the cotton program, that will shorten it from 3 hours 29 all the way down to 1 hour 29. So it's just taken 2 hours off it, but you are reducing the load from 9 down to 5 kilograms. Then the last option on here is start and reload. Just quickly show you inside the soap drawer, and you'll see it's a standard layout of pre-wash, main wash and conditioner. If you want to take it out, then just press the button in the middle and that's easily removed. You might see in the packet of instructions, you had this cheeky little blue thing, and what this is designed to do is to fit along the back here. So it's a little bit fiddly to put in, but when you put it in, then that can drop down. Just show you that. So if you're using liquids, if you use liquid detergent, which quite a few people do tend to now, then it's recommended to put that in, and it stops the liquid draining away before it's required at the certain parts of the wash. And then when you're not using it, so if you wanted to use powder, then that just clips back up, and then the powder can escape quickly. It's not really recommended to use gel pouches, things like that. Manufacturers don't really recommend those, because you will find that the actual material that the gel pouch is made out of, the external part of it, can congeal at the back of the machine, and that can cause issues later on down the line. But for now, we just want to pop it back in there. Also, if it comes to cleaning, then I'll just quickly show you that again. You can actually take the front part off, so this just unclips at the front here. So if you do need to clean it, then take that off. You can still wash this, but just wash it normally under, say, normal soapy water. If you want to wash this part, then you can put this in a dishwasher under really hot soapy water. If you put the whole thing in the dishwasher, then it will make this look a little bit funny, so it could make it even more matte than it is, and it won't look great when you put it back in compared to the rest of the front of the fascia. To open the door, you've got a nice easy grip handle at the right hand side here, and as you open it, it's almost 180 degrees, so it does get the door well out of the way. If you follow me on YouTube for a while, I do often talk about the hinges and the door catch as to what they're made out of, and I'll be honest, I would expect that Bosch would make metal hinges and door catches, especially at this level of machine, but even on some of the basic machines, they're still sticking with metal hinges and door catches, because essentially they will last longer than some of the cheaper nylon or plastic hinges and door catches that some manufacturers still insist on using. As far as the porthole size, on this one you're looking at 30 centimeters or around 12 inches, so it's good size to get the clothes in and out of. You will find in here that you have got a light. So I know some of you think, well, why do you need a light? But on a large load like this, because it's a good 9 kilogram load, then it's nice just to be able to have a light in there to see when if you've missed a sock or something, because that can be quite frustrating. You will find at the bottom here you have got this little flap, and you will find that if you needed to open the door, say if you had a power cut and if you've got water in the machine still, then you can actually just use this hose. So just put a tray or a bowl or something underneath here, take the cap off, and then the water will drain into the bowl after that. Also, if you do have a fault code on the machine, sometimes you'll find that you've got something stuck within the filter. It's quite easily rectifiable. It's not an issue. It's not something to get an engineer out to. So first of all, drain the water, make sure that the power is off on the machine. Drain the water, open that, and then you'll find hopefully it's just something in there. It could be something like a colour catcher, it could be some coins or fluff or lint that are stuck in there, but make sure you have a look at that. I'd recommend having a look in there probably once every month or once every couple of months, just to give it a good clear out. I'll just quickly show you the energy label on the machine, and as you'd expect from this kind of machine, it's an A for energy rating. 46 kilowatt hours per 100 cycles. That's always an estimate depending on the programs that you were to select. Just proving that it's a 9 kilogram. Just some of the figures here from the Eco 40 to 60 program of 3 hours 48 and 48 litres of water consumption. It's a B efficiency for the spin, and also 71 decibels, which is an A rating for the noise level. So that's something that a lot of people don't tend to think about, the noise level of the washing machine. So if you need a washing machine that's very quiet, then have a look on the energy label, because it does give you the decibel rating as well. Just show you around the back of the machine, so if you need to install it yourself, this could be helpful for you. First of all, you've got the waste hose at the top left, mains at the bottom left, and then you've got the water connection at the top right. You do get a new water hose with it. If you need to use extension hoses, then I'd just recommend taking the washer out of here, putting it into the other hose before you connect it up to the machine. Now the main thing to show you around here are the transit bolts, and these are the 4 bolts just here. So you've got these, and these are imperative to take out. You have to take them out. If you don't, then it will damage the machine, and that won't be covered under the manufacturer's warranty. What happens is with these, it just holds the drum steady during transit, so that when you're ready to install the machine, these are the first things to take out. If you are thinking of buying one of these machines, I have provided a link below to show you where to get one at a competitive price. Hope you enjoyed this quick video on the Bosch WGG2449RGB washing machine. It's always a mouthful, some of these model numbers, so sometimes it takes a couple of takes to get it right. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video on that washing machine there. All I'd normally ask is please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just give us a quick thumbs up, click subscribe, leave any comments below. I'd always ask for comments, whether it's good or bad, about the washing machine. You did notice that it just switched off. That's another feature on this machine that I haven't covered, but that's quite a good time for that to happen. That's normally, if I've not done anything within normally a couple of minutes, then it'll just go into like a standby mode. Anyway, that's a really good option. But if you got any questions on the machine, just pop it in the comments, then I'll get back to you. Also, if you have got one of these, it doesn't necessarily have to be this particular model. It could be another one of the Serie 6 range that Bosch have got, or that they offer, then let me know what you think about it, because I'd always appreciate the feedback. Thanks for watching.